Good evening. Welcome to Batlord Carcas Deathrock Talk. I have not done anything for Deathrock Talk in a while since Central Valley Talk, when we did Batlord Carcas Deathrock Talk through that wonderful internet television channel. I'm walking along wanting to introduce myself to those who are not familiar with me, being that I'm Batlord Carcas. I have a history with vocalist of One Last Caress. That's my history with Deathrock itself. I have been quite experienced with the Fresno goth community, and it's definitely an interesting area to have our subculture here, and it's a broad spectrum of gothic umbrella subculture here in this city and area of the San Joaquin Valley. The idea that it's kind of the small pond effect, like there's just only a certain amount. I feel like we do have quite a diverse group that are involved, and I know that I get a little scatterbrained. Been walking along in the nighttime here through Tower District. We have quite a handful of death rockers here for sure. The traditional goths around here definitely like some death rock, and then there's a heavy amount of those that do prefer more dark wave and then industrial, and then you have the metalheads crowd. The punks around here are pretty cool like that about stuff. They pretty much like everything as long as it's still hardcore punk to them. There is that part, but then they also still show appreciation for the goth clubs and for the metal shows, for the metal side of things, for that crowd too. But yeah, we all go to each other's shows. A lot of friends of ours are of all different kinds, right? You can like whatever you like. My top passions are Christian death, of course, and I definitely am a big fan of Sam Hain as far as anything that comes from Glenn Danzig post Misfits. Samhain was really good, yes. So I find it really interesting knowing that I get to cover a lot of bases, knowing that in this day and age of 2019, if the question was arisen where people are like, what bands are out there that are new death rock, new bands that are goth and definitely carry on that goth rock vibe that is derived from punk rock, the dark post-punk angles. There's so many, and I will definitely throw it out there for bands such as The Wraith from Los Angeles. Found out about Death Crux from Los Angeles. Love those bands both, definitely for what they've released not long ago here. They're very much considered the newer bands in death rock. And I know for sure there's Shrouds from Los Angeles. I've seen quite a good amount for more death rock, and of course I know that I have definitely written a list that I can put into my posts, whenever you get to check out the things below. And I know for sure that I'm just doing this all from my phone until I get a nice little webby cam that I can use as an extension to my current PC device. And because the built-in camera on such PC device didn't seem to be cooperative with the microphone. And then I would like to continue with a part 2, or to be continued, as I also reflect my thoughts here. I'm usually very well spoken, well read. My brain's a little scattered, just because it's definitely been an interesting way to finally get things started again. Because I know I've been focusing on so many things to do, as well as music side projects. I would like to queue up along with the sound that I have definitely been looking for a long time to join alongside influencers of the Deathrock community under the Gothic umbrella, to be able to understand and help define things, to further understand, to help baby bats and anyone else alike who's curious to know more of what helps define goth itself in the music, and then of course under the Gothic umbrella of the subculture, you know, what is really the passion more than anything over the fashion. Because the passion comes first, the fashion comes next, and in between that is what creates everything. I will continue with you in another little wee bit of the same Batlord time and same Batlord channel here, Batlord Carcas Deathrock, and to be continued. Hope you have a cool night.